Ball facts coming back at you again, and we gonna give you the facts. Okay, I gotta go on today about this Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson podcast interview type of thing they did. They covered the Ball family. So you know I gotta double back because they got pretty disrespectful. And they went in and they talked a lot of stuff that wasn't facts. And even before they got to the interview part about the Ball family, it's like they were like girls waiting to jump in double Dutch lines, you know, just back and forth pacing. They were taking shots even before they got to the Ball family because they knew the subject was coming up. But let's go ahead and get into what they said, and then we're gonna say some stuff back. Let's go.
All right, so we're in the Balls now. Just an intriguing family overall, and they've been in and out of the headlines for the last 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 years. Obviously there was someone that we saw grow in front of our eyes on Instagram and the internet, and that's the Ball family. Mm-hmm. Interesting family, interesting dynamic. I think, first of all, shouts out to LaVar for, raising and being a part, because there's such a stigma on,
You're going to have to unshout out him, too, at the end of your conversation.
Yeah, there's no question. But like I said, I like to put it on easy before I dig in.
Now, how fake is that? You're about to try to verbally crucify this man, and then you want to give him a shout out. Come on now, let's be genuine. That's not how you feel. So don't do that just so you can say at the end of the interview, well, at least I gave him props. You didn't give him nothing, no type of accolades, no type of adoration, no type of admiration, nothing.
Shout outs for that. That's crazy.
I'm definitely going to have to dig in on him. But like I said, being there, raising 3 men and being an integral part of their life. But to start back on the brand as a whole, and it's kind of crumbled in front of our eyes of late, and it's been interesting to kind of sit back and watch. I thought they had a chance when Zoe was coming out of UCLA going to the Lakers. LaMelo's doing his thing, Jello's doing his thing in high school. They had a chance to really change the game, I think, with the Triple B brand.
They got up to the right start.
But I think before it even got out, it had the foundation because the boys are so talented. But I think when they came out with the ridiculous price points, I think from that day when it hit, although they got some sales, I think, to me, in my head, I'm just like, damn, they missed the boat. They had a real chance, because to me, if you make a reasonably priced shoe, you got to think at the time, you could buy 2 pair of LeBrons for the cost of 1 Zoe.
Right.
You could buy 2 pair of Mikes, 2 pair of KDs, 5 pair of Stephs. I'm playing. Shout out, Steph. I love you, boy. But, just like I said, but to have an unproven, somewhat player for the Lakers, a lot of pressure, but you missed the boat. You're charging $400, $500 per pair of shoes. You charge $80 and have some reasonable slippers, and you got 2 more boys coming down the pipeline. They could have changed.
Okay, maybe the prices were a mistake. They had a bad business partner in Allen. I don't know how they settled on the prices. Maybe they had to because of the manufacturing and starting from the ground up. Not sure on all that. But to act like it's over with and they can never do it again, that's not true. As long as the boys are alive and still playing, that means they can do it again. How many companies have seemed to go out and fizzle and then come right back because they had a new game plan? Okay, they made some mistakes. Big whoop-de-doo. What business doesn't make mistakes when they're a startup? Let's see you guys start your own business and see if it just jumps off from the ground up. Everybody can criticize Big Baller Brand, the quality, the shipping, the prices. When you come out with a brand and everybody wants it that fast, that high demand, you try to adjust to filling all those demands when it comes to quality and price and this and that on such short notice because your sons are going to the NBA and you got a snake in a business partner. Just try to figure that out. You think that was a simple cookie cutter walk in the park? The thing that gets me with this interview is actually sad to me. It's actually sad to me that they won't encourage somebody to do better, to try harder. All they can do is look at what was done that they never tried to do and down it. Let's go.
It's the game.
Dad was doing too much.
I mean, and that brings me to the unshout out part.
Yeah, Dad was doing entirely too much. Like, okay, we went from, man, what's that name?
LaVar.
LaVar, man, we love LaVar. to going in the barbershop and you hear, man, fuck LaVar Ball, man. I can't stand that motherfucker.
I think
in like a month span,
it wasn't even long.
It wasn't even that long.
But I think that
he had everybody's support for a second.
No question.
When it was genuine. When he started opening his mouth, saying dumb shit like he'll beat Jordan and saying, did he say something about Magic's not a Hall of Famer and all kind of stuff he was saying that had nothing to do with his son's career, that fucked up the whole operation.
Steven Jackson, what are you talking about? When he was genuine. When he was genuine, he was saying all those same things. It's when the reporters started asking him other questions that wasn't about his son. LaVar ain't changed. He ain't changed since he was in Chino Hills and nobody was talking to him. You act like all of a sudden he just started talking and blah, blah, blah. No, he been that way. And how are you going to judge and say he's not genuine no more? How are you going to say now everybody hates LaVar? Boy, you talking for yourself. That is not how it is. That's how the media is putting it out to be. How many people were still at the pop-up shops? How many people were still watching the Facebook show? How many people were still giving them props online? Boy, you trying to make up something. That is not how it was in reality down here with the average people.
But at the same time, putting a target on all his sons' backs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because they're good, quiet kids that just go about playing, and then their dad is just saying,
where is Chino Hills? Where is
wild
that?
as shit. It's out in the IE. It's deep. It's out that way. But to me, I think the bigger thing is when the light hit LaVar. You know what I mean? When he realized like what this new social media famous era was about is when he kind of lost his mind.
him.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it shifted from these are my boys to look at me. You know what I mean?
What are y'all talking about? Somebody please tell me what y'all talking about. When the light shifted to LaVar? You mean when the media shifted to LaVar? LaVar only went there to big up his sons. Every time they asked him questions, he was trying to talk about his sons and how good they were, how they were ready, how they were special. He didn't go on there to talk about himself. He stuck with the plan from the beginning. What are y'all talking about?
I'm the star, and it's really kind of gone downhill since. You know what I mean? With whatever the brand is doing. Like I said, I think the price point was crazy, so the brand didn't do what it had the capabilities of doing. And then
the Suns came out and said the shoes was trash.
Some dog shit. Zoe said he was changing them every single quarter.
I know the feeling.
You know what I mean? And you know, because you were in Protégé one time.
I had a company some Protégé shoe. Dog, you remember my whole bottom of my shoe?
Bro, the first game you jab stepped and your soul came off.
It was my first signature shoe, too.
This is what happens when you're not in tune with the facts. This is what happens when you get all your facts from the fumble. This is what happens when you get all your facts from ESPN. Are you kidding me? Stop playing. Y'all need to subscribe to Ball Facts. Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson. Because he was talking about a prototype shoe. He wasn't talking about the other shoes. And that's like so beating a dead horse with a stick. Y'all still on that? Y'all still misinformed? Y'all still don't know the facts? Y'all still throwing that narrative around, playing around, trying to say that Zoe was bashing his brand and trying to say that every single shoe that they sold was bad quality?
On Protégé at Walmart.
The stack
I'm
trash.
talking about the first jab step.
Gone.
I'm in the paint, my soul at the 3-point line. I'm like, what the? So I go get a new pair. Hit somebody with a nice move, my pinky toe sticking out. I'm like, oh, man. I had to call out like, Al, man, this ain't going to work. As much as I want to support the brand, bro, this ain't it.
And that's what people don't understand. You see LaVar talking about Zoe thinks he's not going to be with Big Black. The shoe is some bullshit. You know what I mean? And Zoe has already had some ankle problems.
Baller brand bullshit. That's what Big B, Triple B stand for.
You know what I mean? So to me, I understand.
Bro, y'all got balls. Disrespectful. So if you come out with a brand and you gotta work some quirks out, you want your fellow celebrity athletes, whatever, to come at you? Are y'all really doing this interview for clout? Y'all seen all the views that Jay Hart got on his podcast and now y'all trying to get it? Like, really, what's good? Because I didn't even think Steven Jackson was that disrespectful. Literally, you could see a problem and you can talk about it and bash it, or you can help with a solution. Some people don't care. Some people like troll life. They see something messed up and they dog them. They see a big overweight girl and they're like, oh girl, you beat, you this, you that. Somebody might say, hey, sweetheart, you know, if you eat healthier, this and this could happen. They got this gym membership. You got two kinds of people when it comes to that. We see what kind of people they are. They see somebody down and they like, kick them, kick them, kick that fool. They'll be walking through the hood, see somebody getting jumped and laugh and eat popcorn. And there are those kind of heartless people out here. And when it comes to this subject, that's where they at. They're misinformed. They're acting like LaVar is a tyrant. They're acting like he freaking made his kids do this, took their money and went to the bank and beat up kids on the way. Stop playing.
Stand of growing the brand and making family money, but you got to think your feet, you only get one pair of feet.
Right.
You know, and I had a situation where, you know, I had a fucked up toe from football coming into college. So I always had messed up feet. So I remember when I was with the Clippers, brand black, I think that's what it's called. And, you know, we're talking to me and Jamal.
Black market.
And I put the shits on. And, you know, when shooters some bullshit, when you could like pull them hella tight and both sides come all the way together. That's what the Payless shoes used to do. You know, you used to get 3 for $39 and Payless. That's what them shits did. I was just like, man, my foot is already fucked up. To me, the money is not worth it. And I think that's where, you know, Zoe, being someone who's been injury prone, lace them Nikes up, bro. If you could hear us, if you see this, wear them Nikes. Fuck that Triple B, because you have a career to worry about.
See, you got two kind of friends in this world. Friends that's gonna tell you what's popular, what you want to hear, and friends that's gonna really keep it real, that's informed. Here is Lonzo with a brand, a family brand, and it's not going so well. This the advice that Matt Barnes can give him. Screw your family brand. Think about your ankle, leave. He could never in his wildest dream think about this. Bro, your family brand is at stake. Make that brand better. You don't have only your ankle to worry about. You got your brother's ankles to worry about. You got your daughter's future to worry about. Get into those factories. Look at how those Nike shoes are made. Go find you the right people. Make your brand what it's supposed to be, bro. Don't give up on it. Compete. Don't just go lace up somebody else's. If yours is not good enough, make it good enough. You can do it. Matt Barnes never thought of that. Matt Barnes don't really care about Lonzo. He care about these views. His mind would never ever go to that. But guess what? You out of line. You out of line.
And if you can hear this, I seen you had on the undefeated Kobe's. Man, I'm trying to find them, bro. Let me get some. Holla at me. I need the undefeated package. You know, you seen there's 3 pair. I need all of them.
You gotta be on a certain level. Yeah, talk to him.
I'm definitely on that level.
Okay.
Holla at your boy.
Okay.
I'll pay for him. That's why they call me Stack. I'll pay for him.
That's why they call you? Show them what they call you.
It's not a game. They call me Stack for a reason.
That boy got
keep a stack on me. Now y'all want to know why they call me Stack, bro? Because I keep a stack on me. It's not no game. That's my name.
You telling everybody?
You know what happens when you keep a stack on you and then you tell everybody that you keep a stack on you? You're going to have to keep something else on you. So whatever, man. Let's just get to the next video. It's just foolishness in this interview, in this podcast. Foolishness.
Earlier, don't call you Steven. Why can't they call you Steven?
Don't call me Steve. My stepdaughter at home says Steve when she want to make me mad. My name. No one need to call me Steven or say my Steven Jesse Jackson unless you the popo. And I don't plan on having a popo call my name no time soon. So Stack is my name.
All right, man. Focus. All right, we back to Zoe, and to me, touching on Zoe, the best thing that could have happened to him, whether it was a trade or not, was getting out of LA.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think it's unfortunate to see, and we don't know the insides, but from the outside looking in, it really looks like there's a conflict of, you know, Zoe wanting to be his own man and LaVar trying to hold on like you're going to do this family brand thing. But like I said, to me, Zoe is very talented.
Your dad cannot be speaking against your organization in the media, bro.
Oh, no, come on, man.
How are you doing what's best for your son when you're talking down on the organization he's playing for in the media?
Talking bad about
These people run up on LaVar, ESPN, The Fumble, and ask him about his son's team. He's not going to y'all knocking your door and say, can I say something about Luke Walton? They ask him, and then he gives his genuine opinion. Yeah, it's his son's coach. He's saying, why do you think the Lakers is losing? Why do you think Lonzo's doing bad? Because his coach. He gave a truthful answer that turned out to be correct. Magic Johnson was saying the same thing. Man, so now LaVar can't just speak his opinion regularly.
players, everything.
You went from the father that everybody loves to the father everybody hates.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like,
Sit
come on,
back.
bro,
Sit down.
stop,
It's
bro.
not about
Your
you.
son is talented. He got a great opportunity to play at home in LA for the Lakers, and you want to overshadow it by the things that
being
you
you.
want to say. Yeah,
Right.
that's terrible.
No, don't do that. Don't hate on the father and try to congratulate the son in the same breath. That's where the separation come in. And if I'm the boys, I feel disrespected. You think that I'm just a sucker like that? You think people gonna just be a sucker like that? That you can just say F everybody in your life, but you cool. Everybody in your this person is this, and this, but you all right. No, you still disrespecting the boys. You still disrespecting them boys by talking crazy to their father, saying F their father, shut the F up. And then gonna try to congratulate them. That's some weird stuff, bro. That's real weird. You don't do that. That's weird.
Terrible, dog. That's terrible.
And I think they got one more coming down the pipeline. Who could possibly be the number one pick?
Listen, I think as all hoopers, we need to come together and hire a security team to keep LaVar away from the youngest son. Because the youngest son is the one.
He got game.
Okay? He got game. He got everything, all the
Swag.
talent. He out there overseas
soaked up
working,
the
doing his
game.
thing. We cannot let LaVar mess up this kid's career.
You need to watch what you say closer, Steven Jackson. What if somebody said that they need to keep you away from your kids? Would you like that? Boy, you wouldn't know who LaMelo Ball was if LaVar wasn't in existence. You sound dumb saying that. How about you say we need to keep the media away from LaVar? We need to keep these vultures away from the family. How about you say that? But no, you couldn't even think of saying that. Because you programmed by this media just like everybody else. I didn't think you were. Until this interview, I see. You bought what they were selling, hook, line, and sinker. Keep LaVar away from LaMelo so he doesn't mess him up. Boy, how you think he got to where he is? That sounds crazy. You need to keep the freaking businesses that don't like LaVar because he's thinking outside the box away from him. They want to capture him saying more things so they can slander him.
Kid got it.
He definitely got it.
He got it.
He got it. You know what I mean? And like I said, to me, it's being a father, raising twins in this space. You have sons that are in this space. To me, the second you start making it about you and not about them is where you miss me, because I'm more critical about father than anything. Like,
Right.
Father's the best thing in the world to me.
Matt Barnes, there are levels to this. There are levels to this fatherhood thing. While you caring about your kids, LaVar is caring about his great-great-grandchildren. He's thinking about a generational wealth so that his kids don't have to break their back and slave and go do something that they wasn't made to do. And you talking about he doing it for himself. He told y'all on the Ellen DeGeneres show, she asked him, why are you doing this? And he told them, for the generations, for all the kids to come. I don't want to just set up 2 generations because we got to the NBA. The next generation got to start all over. Don't y'all know millions of dollars get spent like that? Taxes go up, bills go up. The more money you got, the better car you get. The more money you got, the bigger house you get. The more taxes you get, the more flossing. So one generation is balling out, leaves it for the next generation. The next generation didn't have to work as hard because the first generation doesn't instill the same work ethic, and then they blow the money. And you can have tons of money gone in 2 generations. But the man that is thinking about his kids while he's going to be well gone, passed away, he wants his grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren to be doing well. It's levels to this.
You know what I mean? So like I said, at first I shouted him out for being there and doing and raising. But to me, now that the light is on him and people are saying his name, and he's doing too much, man. You got to sit down and play the back. And then the other cat, what's his name?
You don't want to lose your kids, man.
You know, and then
He's doing too much. He need to sit down and play the back end, and he don't want to lose his kids. Y'all trying to take his kids. Not for yourselves, but y'all trying to separate them. That's how he'll lose his kids, while people like you guys who have your media outlets going in that are influencing them. Why don't y'all tell the media y'all need to leave this family alone? Why don't y'all tell the media stop asking LaVar these questions? Why don't y'all tell the fumble to stop running these narratives before they get all the facts? Man, stop.
I just seen Alan Foster on, I don't know what the fuck he's on, but it was on Instagram talking about Zoe has torn ligaments in his ankles and it's not the shoe's fault and he needs to get, man, sit your motherfucking ass down.
Always a hater.
That stole he's allegedly stole like over $1 million, whether it was him, and then some people are saying it had something to do with the dad, but
he need to be looked at. Dad, you want to worry about his other dad, you need to be trying to find him and look at him.
Shake his ass down, turn him upside down and see where that money's at, man. But you out here saying that the kid has torn ligaments and we'll see how the season goes, man. Sit your motherfucking ass down.
That's the perfect example. You can be up here, but soon as somebody has their own agenda, soon as you start doing stuff that's not best for the whole family, as soon as you start getting your personal gains, everything goes downhill real fast.
Man. It's unfortunate, like I said, because they had a chance.
We can't let that happen to the young one. I want to see the young one in the league for a long time, dog. He got game.
I'm excited. 6'8", he keeps getting bigger, too. That's a wrap, man.
He said as soon as people get their own personal gain. If LaVar wanted his own personal gain, he would have just let Lonzo sign a Nike contract and took the money. He would have just told his youngest son to sign a Nike contract and take the money. He's looking at the long game. Only thing you got right here, Matt Barnes, is the Alan Foster situation. Other than that, y'all out of pocket. It ain't y'all job to try to separate a father and son. All y'all can see is what the media shows you. You can't look any deeper than that. Surface level. This whole podcast was surface level. Y'all got a paper with the subject on there and y'all thought of what y'all heard in the media and then y'all reported on what y'all already heard reported. No further investigation, no looking deeper into it, not asking yourselves why did this happen? That's why some athletes ain't good with this type of thing. They don't know about journalism. They don't know about investigation. Who's paying y'all? That's what I want to know. My closing statements on this, man, is sad. Utterly sad. Despicable. How they would tear this man down, try to tear his family down, and not have any facts and be so surface level. Anyway, y'all, I'm just shaking my head right now. Y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. What do y'all think about this? Ball facts again. Peace.